Let me ask this, if I may, sir. 47 states have figured out a way to put their universities under right to know. Only 3 don't. Delaware, Pennsylvania, I forgot what the third one is. They've all figured out how to handle the research, which I think was Senator Smith's question to you. Why do you find it so troublesome and so difficult?
The president of the American Association of Governing Boards, which is the Washington, D.C. group that basically represents governing boards of major research universities, including many of the public research universities you mentioned. And when he introduced the issue of governance, he said, of course, Penn State is different from every other public university in other institutions because its status is much more autonomous, much more private, much more separate in its historical history. So I would submit to you that the issue of the legal differentness, and this is what I tried to say at the outset, Penn State, and I think it's the great wisdom of the Commonwealth. I think we should be celebrating it, not worrying about it. We should be celebrating the uniqueness, the strength. I believe this legislature and your predecessors have shown great wisdom and inspiration in creating a system in which the state-related institutions, including Penn State, are somewhat separate, do have private attributes, and do therefore come under different kinds of right-to-know open records laws than public research universities in other states, which are frankly different. They just are different. That just looking at how others do it doesn't answer the question of what's best for Pennsylvania, what's best for the Commonwealth, and what's best for our great state-related institutions, including Penn State.
The problem, sir, with your comment is that if we celebrate the wisdom of the past, then we also have to celebrate what happened at Penn State in terms of the Sandusky case. And, sir, that's why we're here today talking about right to know. We don't celebrate what happened in this Sandusky case. In fact, the wisdom of the past in terms of right to know is exactly why we're here today. Because many of us feel the university failed. And one reason it failed was because there was no adequate right to know provisions. So while you might celebrate the wisdom of the past, we are challenging that wisdom in terms of a very specific case that has greatly disturbed almost all of our constituents. So, I mean, that's why we're looking at this issue. That's why we're studying this issue.